KCRH 89.9 FM. Online at KCRH Radio right now.
Can you
we
do
can
the
catch the live
fizzle
streaming
dance?
of the interview with Gary Archer right now. You were still on beat. Yeah.
I mean, and just so you know, I mean, of course, that's weird. White boy on beat. I don't want to have no headphones. What's crazy? You know what I mean? I'm the only guy with no headphones. You know what I mean? And the only white guy in the building, like this guy. But you know, that's how I do it. The music's in my blood.
Yeah.
Man, thanks for playing that Mac Dre, man. Rest in peace, Mac Dre, man.
Yeah.
Straight
You know,
up,
that's something we forgot to talk about.
And we're gonna get into it.
That was pretty big.
Now, what are some of the challenges that you've had to deal with? Because I know with some of the artists that you work with, there's been some mountains of challenges that you've had to deal with. Some of the game you can get out to the people out there with the challenges that you've had to deal with while being in the music industry.
A couple of them was when I realized no matter how fresh your record is, right? Let's say you have a record, and let's say you know a lot of DJs. Like, you know, I knew a lot of DJs, and I'm gonna speak on, you know, before the Fab record. I'm gonna talk about the Messy Marv record, Get On My Hype.
There we go.
You know, I was managing Messy at the time, Get On My Hype. You know, I helped him put out the Tattoos and Tongue Rings album. I helped him put out the Disobeyish album. To me, his two biggest records. And when I realized this, you know, that was really what people don't know. That was really the first hyphy song that got radio play was Get On My Hype.
Yeah.
And no one knew what hyphy was yet, like music wise. Like the word was around, and he didn't say it in that song, but the word was around. But that was like the sound followed because Droopy did that song. Droopy produced that song, right? So Camille liked the record. They were playing the record, and Sacramento, we had someone in Sacramento playing the record, and then I get a call from the program director. It's someone that's not there now. It's someone else. I'm not even gonna say his name because he's at another radio station. He hit me and was like, man, you know, we noticed our DJs are playing that Messy record. I'm like, yeah, we appreciate that, man. Is there anything we could do to support the record? He was like, man, I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you asked. He was like, man, you know, we could really go for a promotion, you know, up at the station, you know, maybe $2,000-$3,000 or something. Maybe we could do a promotion, a giveaway or something. You know, we'll bump this up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we realized that the game starts getting funny. Like then it turns into, like, let's say you're a broke artist and don't have in position to take your record any further. Like they'll turn the faucet off on you. That's why you can't depend on just the radio. So that's, you know, good thing we had a strong street presence with him, and it taught me a lot with this Fab record coming 4 months after that, 3 months after that with the Super Sick With It record. That record came, hit the scene. And within, you know, Rick Lee played it, like within, I sent it out like 3:30 in the afternoon, 5 o'clock, Rick Lee played it on KML. By the next day, it was on Portland, Seattle, San Diego, and then 2 days later, it was on 34 stations, like just going crazy. DJs were like, what kind of sound is this? Oh my God. And then I start getting the real calls. I thought I got a call from that program director. I started getting the calls from the real Jewish people. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what's up, Mr. Archer? How you doing? I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, man, I see you guys got 144 spins this week. Looking at this right now, man, looks pretty good. I said, that's what's up. He's like, man, check this out. You know, I'm the independent promoter for all them stations, man. You're gonna have to cut this check, man. I'm like, huh? He's like, man, we're gonna need our 10,000, or, you know, we're gonna have to stop everything. I said 10. I said, man, so what does that mean? He said, man, that's what that's gonna do is gonna let me say it's okay. Now, if you want to give me 30, I'm gonna tell him to play it. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Bob.
You know, and this is back in 2005.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So then that's when I realized that you could still be successful without an ad record. Like, you know, fast forward, I said no. My hype is like, no, this is my movement. Nope. I respect what you're saying. I know you say that's how it has to be, but me and my crew, me, Fab, and the people we worked with, we did the work to make it, to overcome that. The average person ain't gonna be able to do that. So like that's what stumbled me off, like, because my brother didn't tell me that part of the game, because my brother never took money to play a record. There was never no back room, there was never no envelope, and so like it was all honesty with him. So I didn't know the whole world like revolved like that. And as an artist, you better learn quick. If your buzz ain't giant, you better have a lot of money, because if you're trying to be commercially successful. Now there's a lot of ways to be successful without that. So like that was a big stumbling block for me, and that's where I came with, man, I gotta meet more DJs. I gotta meet more DJs to have more outlets. And then I started realizing, man, you know what? the Baker Boys. I met the Baker Boys. I've known this since my brother worked. My brother hired him back in the day when he worked for Wild 107. My brother's the boss back then. Baker Boys were there, so I've had a long relationship with him. If anyone knows anything about the Baker Boys right now, the Baker Boys got a Friday, Saturday night mix show. Now their Friday night mix show, they play your record. That counts for 200 spins, 174 spins. They're on 174 stations nationwide. So like if I'm an artist, call me dumb, but if I'm an artist, you can spend a lot more attention on just that one person, developing a story, whatever you got to do to make it look good for him, than try to make 174 people in 174 markets like what you're doing. And then you take that information like, yo, we can, and then you can take that information and turn it around to more spins. So like this Big Boy, you get Big Boy to like you, play your record, that's 274 spins one time. Ding! You know what I mean? So understand, like, there's certain people in the game. Clinton Sparks, he play your record. Like certain people play your record, it mean more. And you know, people want to be block famous, but that block will spit you out. That block will spit you out. Don't go everywhere trying to pick up on girls, spend your money, buy bottles. Go everywhere trying to meet people, be humble, hungry and humble, willing to work with your information. Have your 30-second spill without selling yourself. Let them know how happy you are to meet them. If there's any way you can meet them at another time to show them where you at. Be respectful when you meet people. That's got me and the people I'm around a long way. Like, never forget that.
You know what? A lot of people that you surround yourself with, a lot of the artists have that mentality. They're like that. When I talk to them and when they approach us, when they come here, it's, man, good to meet you. Shake hands.
Yeah, straight up. That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they don't just throw it on you. Here's my CD. Here's this. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
I mean,
a lot of times it was like, hey,
Straight up.
after it's like, hey, yo, you know, you're done DJing. We're done with the interview. We're chilling. We're doing drops. Like, hey, here's my CD. You know, if you get time, peep it out. It's all like respect, and that's why I play a lot of your artists' music.
I mean, well, to me, it's all common sense and it's a requirement. Like my hype is, there's a lot of people that hit me up like, they be like, man, I thought you said Showbiz was gonna play my record. I thought you said he was gonna play my record on K-Don, right? And I'm like, what time Showbiz on the air? I don't know. I said, so why should he play your record? Hush up.
Straight up.
Hush up. And so it's like people I deal with, it's a requirement to respect people's time and their position. I don't care how big or how small people think it is your best opportunity right now. And respect it. And what I learned is no one ever grows up to stay who they are. You respect people in this business at every level, and someday they're gonna be the boss somewhere giant. And they're gonna call you and remember how nice you were, how respectful you were when they was coming up. And you want as many of those as you can. And that's why stations like this are important. And that's why I try to tell my artists, these are very important times of your career. That's why Fab and Mac Dre, that's why we ate. That's why Baby Bash still eats. Because he did his circuit like this for 3-4 years, and all these people became music and program directors around the country. And now I remember, man, he's always been cool. He was big, he had a platinum record, he still came through. Like as an artist or as a DJ, it's like a DJ saying, man, I gave you a custom version, and like it don't seem like a lot right now, but if this artist becomes big, you're gonna cherish that. And that's what I try to teach people. Like, life's not about songs, it's about moments. Like, people don't even fall in love with songs, they fall in love with moments of the song. And then they learn to like the rest of the song. There's a piece of that song, they're like, oh, I love that part right there. And then they're like, oh, I kind of like that part too. And then pretty soon they like the song. So remember, life's about moments. If you can't give them a moment, whether it be a DJ, a fan, or something like that, you're never gonna win. You're never gonna win, bro. Popularity is key. As much as you don't want to be popular, as much as you say, I don't want to be famous, I want to be rich. Well, this ain't the business to do that, and you might as well be an author.
Write a book.
I mean, because this is the business of your face being popular enough where people want to spend money to hear what you have to say. Now, if you're not popular enough for that to happen, you're never gonna make money. So forget all this, I don't want to be famous, I want to be rich, because it doesn't happen in this business. So understand that. Do your best to become famous, and then work on trying to figure out, how do I get rich off this? Like, don't forget your business. Look for the business, but don't put down an opportunity because there's no money there for you. A lot of people get at a certain level and they forget about opportunities. They don't understand the smallest opportunities turn into the biggest things. You know what I mean? Case in point, there was a thing about right during the hyphy movement, this thing called the Bar Summit. Bar Summit was a music conference in the Bay Area. It was in Oakland, California, and they wanted me to speak on it. Right, my man Danny D was throwing it, And it was like, G, we got some money for you to come speak at this thing. I'm like, yeah, of course I'm in. The day of the thing, he's like, man, we ain't got your money, G. You know what I mean? You don't have to come if you don't want to. I'm like, man, I'm coming anyways, right? A lot of artists at that point are people who are like, I'm not coming, bro. I'm not going to, I already told him he was ready to pay me money. Now I ain't got no money. I'm not coming. But I go, right? I go and I speak on this panel. And that's the day I met Wendy Day, and that's the day I met Tuma Basa. Tuma Basa was the program director of MTV. And I didn't meet them. After I got off that panel, they came and met me. The way you want to meet people, you know what I mean? And that would have never happened. I just would have been a voice on a phone or an email. From that point on, them two people treated me like family.
That's what's up.
And those are opportunities you can never get back. If you're always looking for money, you're only going to get money situations. And the best opportunities are free. People don't see that. People don't see that. And that's what I try to teach my artists, and that's why they come in with respect. That's why they got to go to the youth center. That's why I got to go to the youth center when they're nobody. So the youth center be like, dude, who are you? You rap? Ah, bro, you Boosie. Like, and they're like, dude, why'd you bring me here? I'm like, bro, because that's Oakland. That's your fans, bro. Like, if you can't get them to like you, I don't know what to tell you, man. You can't expect me to run up to a 30-year-old man that runs a radio station and be like, this dude is fresh. That dude's gonna be like, who likes it besides me and you, Gary? and if I don't have a story to tell him, it ain't going too far.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? So, you know, so understand that.
Now, some of the artists you worked with in the past, Mr. Fab, and we also mentioned Mac Dre earlier. Tell the people about your relationship with Mac Dre.
My relationship with Mac Dre started with Fab. Well, really started with I'm like the editor at a magazine called Showcase Magazine. It was an old school Bay Area hip hop magazine that was free in the streets. My man Frank Carrera used to run that thing. Kay Newhall was also an editor. Myself was an editor. That's where, you know, D-Ray was taking her some of her first pictures. So I was a part of that. And Mac Dre was really fresh out of jail, fresh out, getting ready to do the Rompilation record. And he came through the office to mess with Frank. That's when I met him. Kim Kilo, Miami came through to me, talk to Frank about getting a cover and a couple other things. So he's in there, you know, so it's just meet him, say what's up, whatever. At the time, I'm developing Fab. Right now, it's Fab's first album ain't even out yet. We still just messing around. So then, case in point, 2 years later, he come back to the office, and now he getting ready to drop another record. I think it's the Denzel Washington record. It was during that time where he's gonna do Denzel Washington, Ronald Reagan. He was like trying to develop his whole little campaign. And me and Frank was telling him, like, I'm like, Dre, bro, you know who my brother is, bro? My brother run radio, bro. Like, what's up? We ain't gonna push nothing to radio? He's like, man, radio don't mess with me, G, man. You know, that's why I keep it gutter in the magazines and the streets. You know, that's how I rock. I said, bro, you're a legend, bro. I said, this Thizzle dance song, that's a giant record. No one knows it yet, but it's a giant record. The kids love this record. You know that by the shows you do. And he's like, you're right. I said, man, just let me take it up to my brother, man. Let me take it up and see what happened. So I showed it to my brother. He's like, man, when could Mac Dre come in the studio? So I'm like, Mac Dre, what's up, man? We going to the radio? He's like, man, I don't do that radio. I said, bro, we going to the radio, bro, period. Interview right now, today. He's like, swear to God. Came here. I said, swear to God. He said, G, if this is true, bro, you're my G for life, bro. And I said, you already know that, man. Come on, why would I gonna fool with you? So we go up there and like, he didn't realize how big it was. You know what I mean? We walk up in there, like, if you ever been in KML, like, there's a lot of security you gotta pass. Downstairs, a lot of moves, like fingerprints almost, like a lot of wiggles, you know. And we kind of like throw the peace sign on everyone and wiggle on through, get the elevator, go upstairs. We get to the lobby, he get ready to sit down. I go, Trey, we don't sit in lobbies. He's like, I go, we mobby. He's like, huh? I said, come on, get up. And if you know, KML is also, you know, it's owned by Clear Channel. So Clear Channel has like 6 stations in the building. They have a country station, a rock station, a old school station, a news station. It's like all in the same little building. So I'm like, come on, man, it's back here. As we walking through, I walk them in all the stations. The little country station, the rock station, Alice. I'm all the little stations. They're like, oh, that's Dre. And he's like tripping out. All these white people, Mexicans, they're like loving this dude. Because they're all about 32 or whatever. They grew up on Too Hard for the Radio.
Yeah.
They can't believe what's going on. Like, oh, that's Mac Dre. Let me get a picture. And he's like, man, the Spanish station, the lady took a picture with me. Like, I'm trying to tell him, right? So it's like, he was like, man, G, you the boss. We walk in there and Jim's like, man, so we get him on air and do his thing, right? So he was like, man, G, I'm rocking with you. So now I'm rocking, helping him get his song on radio. So now, at the same time, he has these Hustlin' and Be Loved are doing his DVD. This is before Trill TV. they do the speed 90210 902
yeah.
whatever the number is. Like he's getting ready to do that DVD. So B Love comes and he interviews Fab for the thing. So he does it in front of the Nig Latin truck, like the record first record we put out. And he's in there doing his thing, talking, and then Dre hit up Fab like, bruh, how come you didn't tell me you was a superstar like that, bro? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, man, I just seen you on that thing, bro. You rocking with me. I don't know what time it is, where you got going, but you rolling with me. UNG is rocking with me, period. So from that moment, we started rocking with Thiz. And he was like, bro, we rocking. And then we started doing all these crazy shows, and it started turning into a movie. And then, you know, as we know, Dre gets killed. You know, so like that was the crazy thing is, like the sad thing is, Dre really never heard any of his music on the radio, like before. It's like sitting in the car, never. Like Cameo, even though we did the Cameo, like my brother ran Cameo and Wild 94.9 at the time, but he had someone else in charge of Cameo, like music, and that person really didn't think Dre was big enough at the time, so like they was kind of resenting the whole little thing, and they really didn't play Dre till after he passed. You know what I mean? To try to jump on it. Sad to say. You know, so Dre really never got a chance to like sit in the car and be like 5 heartbeats it, like, oh yeah, you hear my
Yeah.
Like when they played his music, he's actually in the radio. So like it feels good, but nowhere near like when you're in your car. You know what I mean? So like one of the sad things that I feel is like, you know, I wish he would have got to experience that, because after he passed, you know, the sad thing is like we were pushing Mac Dre so hard before he passed, and everyone was like, nah, he's not a radio artist. Like, nah, he's not a mainstream artist. Nah, he's not that. And we were trying to tell everyone he was, and then after he passed, and everyone jumped on it. Like it's crazy. Like it feels good, right? But it don't feel good. Like it feels good because you're like, man, I knew it. Like I knew it. I knew he's a superstar. Like, man, I knew it. Listen to the whole world talk about Mac Dre. Like he was special, real special, and it's just sad that only his cutties and real cutties and kids from 21 and under that paid attention. Like. That's why we did a lot of stuff for fraternities and sororities, made a lot of money in that field. Like Trill TV was made by 2 college kids telling us like we the dopest film dudes in the world. Like those opportunities went to came, like and it comes, it's crazy. Like, so like the sad thing, so that's how I got with Mac Dre, and that's how, you know, and it ended. But you know, like the whole movement continued. Like a lot of people were tripping, like, man, they still signing everyone. Mac Dre dying, why is everyone getting signed to Thiz? Like, Dre signed everyone. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, Dre had everyone lined up and let everyone know, like, you coming and you gonna come. So we had to respect his wishes. You know, everyone didn't keep coming with records, but everyone deserved a record that Dre was telling them they was gonna get.
Yeah.
So that's why at one time it looked kind of ridiculous, but that's really only because, you know, we had to get it out. It had nothing to do with who else can we sign to put on Thiz? You know what I mean? That wasn't the move. Like, you know, so if our fans was thinking that, you know, I want to apologize. Because that wasn't the movement. And then, you know, there's a lot of people stealing Dre records and putting out their own compilations, putting out their own Dre records. As you've seen, like, a lot of these Mac Dre t-shirts that was going around back in the day when he passed, like, Thiz didn't see none of that money. Like, the world was bootlegging Dre like Mickey Mouse.
Man.
Like in Europe, in New York, in Miami. Like, and we had them, like, because we had to buy them. Like, oh, gotta get one of them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But and you know, and then you realize you're the small fry when you hit up the RIAA and let them know, like, yo, we got copyright infringement going on. What they're like, what do you want us to do? I'm like, we want you to shut these people down and get our bread. They're like, really ain't big enough. We're kind of working on this Gucci Louis thing right now. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's kind of sad, but, you know, things are in order now. You know, just so people know, there's going to be an Andre Hicks movie, Mac Dre, Andre Hicks movie in the works. Also a Romper Room gang movie. You know, since the title, you know, that's going to be bananas.
Yeah.
It's some giant directors involved. I can't really speak on it right now, but
of course.
They've done giant movies with Ice Cube in it, with a lot of people in it. These are some big people about to do these movies, and you know, it feels great, but I wish Dre would be here to see it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And you know, Dre's daughter's still out here trying to survive. You know what I mean? And we try to keep it lit for Dre's daughter right now and Dre's mom. You know what I mean? And free my cutties, man. Hold on.
You feel me?
Man.
Free my cutties, man.
All of them.
Everybody.
Free my cutties. Free my cutties.
KCRH 89.9 FM. Any last words you have for the people? Because we didn't hit our time. But any last words that you have for the people? Anything you want to leave them with in case we didn't cover it?
I'm in.
We know we're gonna have to have a part 2 with you.
Of course, I'm in a couple
Of course.
things.
Yeah.
A couple things.
Of course.
A couple.
Part
you know,
2 and 3.
I'm sure there's a lot of things I forgot too. You know, like we always come in here and freestyle what we're trying to say. You know,
Yeah.
like if we put down 15, 25 agenda, try to questions, we could cover a
Yeah.
lot more.
We would.
And then that way I could state it like on the point instead of trying to just fish off. But couple last points is, you know, WeTheWest.com is for everyone. You know, go there, watch your West Coast videos, mixtapes, whatever you want to do. Go there. I want you to check out thegasstation.com. You know, make yourself a free profile, post up there, try to get a lot of people to gauge your stuff. Go for your dreams, man. Don't let no one tell you they gave up on their dreams, that your dream's stupid, man. Don't do that. Like whatever you do, like it, and you don't need to get paid from your dream right now. Like, but once you have the attention, that's when you get paid. Like let me tell you a little story about Pablo Picasso. You guys heard of him?
Yes, sir.
Little painter dude, right? So I forgot what era he was in. Might be the 1600s, 1700s. It was like around that time, right? I'm watching this thing on the History Channel about him, and it taught me something very amazing. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Well, what it taught me was, first I'm gonna tell you what the lesson it taught me. That's just real quick. The lesson it taught me was, whatever you're best at, whatever your talent is what you should be charging the most for. Eventually, you should find a way to charge the most for whatever you're the best at. A lot of people feel like, oh, that's easy for me, so they really just give it away for free, and that's okay to a point. Now, what Pablo Picasso taught me is he's in front of a pub painting the scenery. Bing, bing, painting the scenery. Choo, choo, choo. This lady walks up and says, oh, man, I love your painting. Can I commission you to paint a picture of me? He's like, sure, no problem, madam. Pulls out a canvas, paints her up. Bing, bing, bing. 10, 15 minutes later, he's like, boom, how you like it? She goes, oh, I love it. I love it. He said, cool, 10,000 francs. In today's money, it's like $1 million. She said, 10,000 francs? It took you 10 minutes. No, ma'am. It took me my whole life to do it in 10 minutes. I want to leave you with that.
Just like
Dope.
that. KCRH 89.9 FM, KCRHradio.com. Gary Archer. Follow him on Twitter, Instagram, @LegendGary. He doesn't want to say anything else. That's it.
That's how you end it.
Yeah. There's nothing else really too much more to say about that. I'm just over here still talking because I have to hurry up and try to find the song. But don't worry about me,
But
man.
appreciate everyone. If anyone listening to the station, we appreciate you very much. If you're a
Hell yeah.
business, listen to the station. Spend a couple dollars. Anything's worth. If you want to donate some money, go to the site and donate some money. You know, this is definitely a public. It's for you guys. It's a college radio station, but it's for our neighborhood, for the people around here in the Bay Area. If you're an artist and you're listening, if you're on Ustream watching us, I don't care where you at in the world, there's an outlet for your music. So make sure you reach out to these guys and be respectable and humble, and, you know, have another outlet to, you know, get your music on.
Straight up.
Period.
Did it again.
KCRH 89.9. There we go, man. We're going to leave you this right now, man. Don't go nowhere. Midday Mix will be back Tuesday, right live, 3 o'clock on East Bay's Best Variety. Let's go.
When we pull up to the light, the people lost their hoes in the Benz.